What is going on, Boo Bop? I'm excited to get into this one because the energies is energying today, okay? As I said that, literally all of them just fell in crazy way. So I can't make this stuff up. The energy really is energying today. Look, one of the things that I was feeling, okay? There is this need to face your fears, to let courage run, to be in the utmost amount of faith and trust that you can possibly cultivate at this time. There's a lot of talk right now around, manifestation, going after the life that you want, really just calling it in. But the energy I'm feeling so drastically, so deeply right now is like, it's not about going after the life you want. It's actually about just like accepting that you have the life you want right now, right? Like the life you're living in this moment is you are experiencing the best thing you could possibly experience in this moment for your life, right? We spend a lot of time in our livelihoods, looking at what everyone else is doing and just accepting that this is what success looks like, that we never actually take time to understand what the moment is teaching us. Anyone that jumpstarts their career, jumpstarts their life, jumpstarts their energy towards something that they genuinely want, they get to a place of pure acceptance. They look around their lives and they understand, I see exactly where I am. I understand exactly what's happening right now, and I'm simply choosing to cultivate a newer energy. And so I feel like you may have been working on your life. You've maybe been like working on just like getting yourself to the next place. But the reason why it's so difficult for you to really see yourself jumpstart and get to that next place is because you're missing a step. And that step is just staying solid, staying okay, or becoming okay with where you are right now. Because what you're not realizing is where you are right now is the first step to where you want to go. Right? If you've been manifesting something for a while and you are where maybe you think is the opposite of what it is that you genuinely want, or you're in the same place, there is something about that place that is so incredibly perfect for you to experience in order for you to be the greatest version of yourself to get to that other place, the other version of life that you want to live. But because you're so resistant to what you're currently going through, it's almost like you're gonna stay there until you can get yourself to a place of saying, okay, it's worth being here right now. This right here is preparing me for where it is that I want to be. So I might as well sit in this. I might as well understand that, okay, there's something about this moment that God's teaching me. You don't know everything. That's what I just heard straight up. You don't know everything. And a lot of times what happens is you get so certain that you do know everything that you only accept your own truth. Which a lot of times your truth is an illusion. You accept that this is the struggle, that life is extremely hard, that you're, going through the worst of times. You just kind of convince yourself that you're sitting in the worst of the worst. But in reality, this exact situation is correlated and connected to your prayer, to your manifestation, to your purpose, to what it is that you end up doing in the future. Have you ever realized that you got somewhere or did something and you were like, if I never went through blah, blah, blah in the past, or if not, I never experienced blah, blah, blah in the past, I would have never known how to do this. Like, raise your hands if you've ever done that. I know I have multiple times, especially like around people. If I'd never met this certain person, I probably would have never learned how to X, Y, and Z. Right? And a lot of times that person may be someone that's not in my life anymore, or somebody that I consider has betrayed me, or whatever the case may be, or I betrayed them. Whatever the case may be, there's some sort of tension between us, or something has ended between us. And I can still say, this person, without meeting this person, I probably would have never learned X, Y, and Z about myself, X, Y, and Z about life, X, Y, and Z skill, right? Your life today, right now, in this moment, is perfect for what you want. It's perfect for what you want. That doesn't mean that you have to say, well, I'm 100% satisfied with where I am. It just means that you have to be able to cultivate enough peace within yourself with where you are right now, because you know it's in alignment with where you're trying to go, so that you're not resisting and fighting it and can actually move through it. It's like fighting your way through traffic. It's going to be really, really hard because traffic is tight. And no matter how much you kick and scream, no matter how much you're like, oh my God, like I can't take it, you sitting in that traffic until it starts moving. You're sitting in that traffic until it starts moving. So you might as well choose what frequency you want to be on. You want to stay angry, stay angry. You still gonna sit in that traffic, right? Or you could listen to music and relax. You could use that time to have a call with a friend. You could use that time to just decide that this traffic is protecting you, that it's helping you, that it's stopping you from, doing anything crazy, right? You have options here. And I'm feeling strongly like there's something where it's like you don't know what to choose, or like you keep choosing the same thing, knowing that it's not giving you the answer you're looking for. Like just now, I was looking at both my decks, or whatever the case is, and I've been working with this deck. Okay, I've been working with this deck today, and so I went to go pick that up. But I know what's in this deck, and for some reason, I feel like the answer that I'm looking for, the message that I'm giving you right now, is not necessarily going to come from this deck, at least not yet. Maybe later. But right now, no, I don't think like anything's going to come from this deck. And so I needed to choose a different deck. I need to go about it a different way. And I feel like a lot of you are in that position. You may be in that position where there's just a need to experience the same thing, do the same thing differently. I'm still giving this reading. I was giving another reading using the other deck, another reading using that deck, did another video using that deck, right? I've done multiple readings using this deck. But for this specific reading, I'm going to use this one. I'm choosing this one. It's different from what I've been doing. There's something about you needing to choose different from what you've been doing, from how you've been feeling, from how you've been operating. You're doing some of the same stuff and you're like, it's just not working. But it's like, it's not that it's not working. It's just you are on the same frequency as you do it. Yeah, you got to speak your truth in forgiveness. There's the need to forgive what has happened and forgive whatever or whoever you're holding on to. There's the need to let it go. And actually start speaking the truth, not just the illusion. A lot of times we think we're so angry with the current situation, and we're really angry with what got us there or where we thought we were supposed to be. It's the illusion that pisses us off more. Not to say that what you're going through isn't hard. No one's ever going to take that away from you, right? I wouldn't dare want to take that away from you. But there's also another truth that is important for you to recognize. There's another version of this story that's important for you to recognize, which is that this exact situation is going to get you to where it is that you're trying to go. It's going to teach you the right lesson. It's going to cultivate the right character within you. It's going to help you become the version of yourself that truly does get to that place that you're looking to get to. But you first have to forgive it, right? It's not when you leave your situation, you work on forgiveness. You forgive it now. If you think the universe puts you here, you need to forgive the universe, right? If this situation is a situation you can't stand and you're tired, you're just thinking about all the people that just didn't have your back, you need to forgive those people, right? If the system effed you over, you need to forgive the system. There's the need to forgive, let go, move forward so that you can actually move forward. Because if you're here, there's a reason why you're here, and you won't know how to leave. You won't be able to leave until you can accept that being here is for a reason. You don't have to like the reason, nor do you have to know the reason, but it is for a reason. It is helping you in some way. It is necessary to your life. This energy is coming in strong, and I feel like your divine team is really trying to poke this at you, trying to get you to see this and understand this. But there's a part of you that is just not interested. You just don't want to hear that. You want to hear what you want to hear. Especially if you're in a position where you are really going after a specific goal. There's a part of you that's really like a stickler on how your life was supposed to go or how life is supposed to look for you. right? You may find yourself consistently saying, like, I don't deserve this. And whether that's true or not, the reality of it is, if you're here, that's for a reason. And it's a better reason than you think. It actually is working in your favor more than you think. If you're here, it is for a reason. You cannot move forward until you accept where you are. You cannot take that next step until you accept the exact step you're on. You're trying to skip steps, but there is no skipping steps within your life. Even when you think that you are faking the funk enough, energy doesn't lie. The universe is still going to teach you whatever lesson you need to learn. So it's going to put you in the situation you need to be in, regardless of what you think, regardless of where it is that you think you need to go. But that doesn't mean that your life is over, so there's no giving up. That doesn't mean that you are in this position forever. It's not a life sentence. That just means that this exact situation is cultivating an energy from you that is meant to come through in order for you to change who you are and change your circumstances. Your current situation, no matter how dire, is working in your favor. But are you running the same game? Are you thinking the same thoughts? Are you doing the same things and thinking that it will manifest something different? This is one of those moments where you have to answer that so incredibly honestly. You have to have a moment to really look at yourself and ask yourself, okay, there's the version of myself I keep painting a picture of, telling myself that this is who I am and this is what I'm doing and I'm trying so hard and I deserve X, Y, and Z. But then what about that version of myself I don't want to see? The egotistical version that doesn't want me to actually move forward, the version of me that's actually scared, the version of me that wants it not because I genuinely want it or because it aligns with me, but because that's what I think I'm supposed to have, X, Y, and Z, right? How honest are you being with yourself? That is the era that you're in right now. This moment in time is helping you see something about you. But the question is, are you even willing to learn it? Because the truth is that if you're not, that's okay. That doesn't mean you get out of your situation. When you're willing to learn it, it means the situation actually happens more easily. You get to be at more peace because you're understanding this is perfect exactly as it is. It's meant to be this way. I also believe that it's not going to always be this way. I believe that it's not always going to be like this because I know that I'm meant for more. I know where I'm headed. But if I'm here, if this is where God has me, that's for a reason. So let me be here for a second so I can learn something. And in learning something, you can make a move. After you understand what's going on, you can start making moves. You can start understanding what the message is, what the lesson is, why you're here, what you're supposed to do here, how this is supposed to connect to where you're going, or how it's supposed to connect to where you've been. There's lessons in everything. Your struggle has purpose. Your struggle is not here just to struggle. Your struggle is always here with a purpose. There is purpose in your pain. Know that, trust that, believe that, and move forward with that truth. I'm telling you right now, everything shifts when you can fully accept, not just consciously, but subconsciously, energetically, spiritually, and physically. Accept it for what it is, learn the lesson, and the lesson will propel you forward. Okay, boo-bop? Okay.